LDAP, the Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. By default, LDAP traffic is transmitted unsecured. Use SSL technology. Wrong. We want to use TLS, right? TLS. Do not use SSL. So this is a common mistake. People turned off SSL for port 443 only and left everything else wide open. So you have SSL all over the place. Mail, LDAP. You have it everywhere. Make sure that it's disabled everywhere. The same attacks will work on it. Do you want your SNMP information being brute forced or man in the middle because you used SSL and it's very easy to defeat it, right? We know that it is, so don't do it. Don't fall for that. Make sure you're paying attention to that. SSL is all over the server. Anywhere there's encryption, you need to know what kind of encryption it is. Most organizations also have policies that say you cannot use SSL, period. And if you are using it, then you could get fired for that. So protect yourself, protect your company, protect your job, protect your family. Then you want to select a username different from your email address and enable account lockout. So, of course, you want account lockout, you want CAPTCHA everywhere. Do not allow unchecked password guessing. In fact, you want to go a step further and say, where is that coming from? Let's blacklist that IP for 15 minutes, right? Let them know you're not going to mess around with that. Just block it for 15 minutes because then they'll just come from another IP address. So SMB enumeration, so countermeasures. So we want to disable SMB protocol on web and DNS servers. Obviously 3 is okay if you're happy with the encryption that's in place. You want to disable SMB protocol on internet-facing servers. Of course, yes you do. And then you want to disable ports 139 and 445 used by the SNMP SMB protocol. And then you want to restrict anonymous access through restrict null access parameter for the Windows registry, but what about your Linux systems? Okay, so they're kind of giving you some hints here. And then enumeration pen testing is used to identify valid user accounts of poorly protected resource shares using active connections to systems and directed queries. You want the information can be users and groups, network resources and share, and applications. It's used in combination with data collected in the reconnaissance phase. So not much interesting to say there. So we want to find the network range, use tools such as a whois lookup. So this is when you're very first going to attack your company, you want to go out and see what's available to the attacker and make sure there's not extra information out there that you may or may not already know about. So calculate the subnet mask. You want to use a subnet mask calculator to do that. And you want to go, and that can also help you check and make sure that your network's configured properly. I've come across that where it's actually misconfigured. And you want to undergo host discovery. Use tools such as Nmap for that. Perform port scanning. You can use Nmap again. And then we want to perform the NetBIOS enumeration, the SNMP enumeration, and the LDAP enumeration. We talked about the tools that do that as well. Then you want to perform the NTP enumeration, the SMTP enumeration, and then the DNS enumeration. And then you want to document all the findings. Again, just a reminder, document along the way. Don't try to wait till the end. It's way too much information and you'll have lost it. You might have a reboot or a crash or something like that, and you might not be able to get that information again because you've been blacklisted. It's very common that'll happen. So in summary, enumeration is defined as a process of extracting the names, machine names, or usernames, machine names, network resources, shares, services from a system. Pretty much any information that you're going to extract is enumeration. So SNMP enumeration is a process of enumerating user accounts and devices on a target system using SNMP. And then the MIB, the Management Information Base, is a virtual database containing formal descriptions of all network objects that can be managed using SNMP. Again, all of the stuff that they're talking about here applies to older SNMP 1, some SNMP 2, but the SNMP 3 has kind of fixed that. Just watch the encryption, otherwise you're wide open again. So attacker queries LDAP service to gather information such as usernames, addresses, department details, anything that's plugged into that system, and usually it's a lot. The NTP, remember, time is critically important on networks. It is designed to synchronize clocks of network computers. Time is very, very important. Attackers use specific ports with the telnet, to enumerate the versions running on the remote host. So that's your banner grabbing, right? They're going to grab those banners and see what's running on there, what version. Those things are very helpful and very informative. You may want to go and review them.